Welcome! I'm selling issues of a helpful adventurer's guide. It's called the Swordsman Newsletter. It's full of useful advice. Right now you can buy the latest issue for only 200 rupees. It's a bargain. Seriously, why is everything a bargain? The boomerang cost 300 rupees and that was called a bargain. And now I need to buy a book which costs 200 rupees and now this is a bargain. What is their taste of bargain in this universe? But I can't really buy it as I have 100 rupees, and also it's actually a user's guide to help you out in the game, learning controls and the whereabouts of things. But since you know, this is a let's play and I'm showing you all that, I won't show it during this walkthrough. But I'll probably show off stuff like that in a bonus video or something, but I might. So it's not confirmed if I will or not, but we'll just see what it turns out like in the end. What it is, when you get these goddesses to their new homes and all that, well they're not really goddesses in here, they're just ordinary people, but when you get them to their new homes they're going to give you like these bottles that help you raise your attacks and defense and all that, but I've completed the game without it and I find it a bit easy to do so without them as well. So I guess I'm going to be showing off, you know, the special powers that they give you in a bonus video or something. This will trigger a thing though that I need to show later, but I might show in the bonus video. This is basically the treasure chest shop that you can use to win prizes, but I don't really need it to complete the game and all that, and it's just a little fun thing to do if you're low on rupees and all that. And some of you may recognise this character because he's from Ocarina of Time. His name is Begorrah, but this is one thing that always got me. We can't talk to him yet, and we can only actually talk to him after we finish the game. So I'm probably going to show off, you know, us talking to Begorrah in a bonus video and all that. I find it really weird that you have to complete the game in order for it to happen. Hello everyone, and welcome to the bonus video of the Minish cat. And in this bonus video, I'm basically going to be doing the usual, where I show you all of the stuff that I forgot to mention in the LP, or I was unable to do it for the time. Although, just to let you know, even when you complete the game, it will start you off right where you were in Dark Hyrule Castle. You know, where you have the boss key with the room unlocked. And basically, you know, you can do the final boss again. Kind of similar to, you know, if you complete Ocarina of Time, it's put you all the way back in Ganon's castle instead of, you know, all the way back at the beginning and all that. The first of which, though, what we want to do is head over to Long Long Ranch and go to the place where we got the empty bottle from doing the Goron side quest. So I'm going to cut ahead until I am there. Okay, when we do reach it, we've already acquired the empty bottle, but there is one thing that happens after you beat the game. If you fuse Kingstones with this Goron over here, this will happen, and it's to do with the Begorrah side quest. And you're about to be amazed of how good the graphics are for a Game Boy Advance game. Seriously, look at this. There's just so much detail to it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing how much they could pack into a Game Boy Advance game. But still, he'll spawn in Vale Falls, you know, at the very top, just outside of Cloud Tops. So how big we make our way there. And instead of cutting my way, you know, cutting things out till we get to Vale Falls, I'm going to show you a bit of a faster route to get there. Really, you could just go to the warping point in Vale Falls, but if you go to Cloud Tops and then fall down a couple of clouds, you'll basically appear there instantly. Because honestly, all you got to do after this is just fall down this hole and you're here. So here he is, Begorrah. And what has he got to say at this fine moment? I don't know. Welcome, Goro. Oh, what a tiny Goron you are. You make this Begorrah happy with this unexpected visit to my distant home. Oh, what is that you have there? Is that by any chance a shield? Well, among us Gorons who know well the taste of steel, they are considered a fine delicacy. Little Goron, please, Goro, let me just nibble on the corner, would you? I will give it back to you just as soon as I've had the tiniest taste. Would you please just let me have a bite? A lick? A tiny crumb? Yeah, sure, why not? You're a giant monster, and for some reason I'm going to give you my shield, so yeah, I trust you. But little one, if I eat it, you will no longer have a shield, do you mind? No, it's fine, go ahead, just eat it. I didn't really use the shield that much anyway in the adventure, because, well, in most Zelda games you don't really use the shield that much. Really? Goro? Thank you. Goro! I'll dig right in. Indeed you will. I like the animation. You don't see any depth in it going inside his mouth, it just suddenly disappears. Nom 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 nom. Slurp slurp. Oh, delicious. It has a deep, rich taste, surpassing even the great praise I have heard. So, while he's gobbling on our shield, if we try to speak to him again, he'll basically say the same thing, and he'll want a few more bites. And while he's eating our shield, this gives me time to show off other things, that I mentioned that I was going to show off in a bonus video. What I could show off now, actually, gives me a good time to show off the powers that you get, the magical charms, with Din, Nehru and Begorrah. The first of which we're going to start with is Nehru. But what I want to do first is empty my bottles, because, well, if you get a charm, you need an empty bottle first, so just make sure you remember that, instead of wasting your time. Anyway, let's go see Nehru, and see what she has. Want a charm for your bottle? Please, I would. Alright, there you go. Come back anytime. And so with that, we got Nehru's charm. Your guard will be strengthened for a while. So pretty much what this is, it's similar to if you played Wind Waker, things like the elixir soup. It makes you powerful and raises your defense and all that. Although this particular charm by Nehru, if I drink it, turns me blue for some reason, I don't know why. And it basically raises my defense, because if you look at my heart when I take damage, I do take damage, but, it's not until the second hit that I start losing a bit of the heart. So just make sure you remember that if you want to know what's going on. But still. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. I'm not really going to go over it in detail like in my Zelda NES bonus video. I watched that recently and thought, oh my goodness, what was that? Also, it was scripted, so that didn't help. Scripted commentary doesn't really work. Although, since I showed off Nehru, I guess this gives me time to also show off Begorrah's one. Want a charm for your bottle? Please, we would. I just repeat the same thing again. Alright, there it is. Come back anytime. And so that we're going to get Begorrah's charm. Your power and guard will be boosted for a while. So that's one reason why I wanted to go for Begorrah. She has 2 powers. And the reason why I didn't go for Din is because all she has is just, she raises your attack power. In other words, when you damage enemies, you do a lot more damage and you kill them easily and all that. Though for Begorrah, she basically takes both of them, where your strength will be increased and also your defense. Well, I can't really show it off too well, as, there's not really a lot of enemies to kill with good strength, because I've got the Force Sword. The Force Sword is pretty much Begorrah's charm, if you ask me. But still. Like I said though, with Din, all it does is just raises your attack power, so if you're hoping to raise your defense, then you're a bit unlucky, I'm afraid. You probably have to, make another file and try to speak to either Begorrah or Nehru. But still. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's nothing big. It's basically just a thing, to help you out in the game. However, I didn't really complete the game on the 3DS or anything with these, so I decided to show these off in a bonus video, as I really wouldn't need them in the adventure. I mean, I have 20 heart containers after all. One other thing we can do now, while we're waiting for our shield to be eaten, is this. This is a thing that I did when I fused Kingstones with Spookter, the ghost, in the Royal Valley. Basically, what it is a treasure chest shop. Oh no, a customer. Why did I ever start a treasure game shop anyway? Alright then. Welcome to a fascinating world of treasure, blah blah blah. In this wonderland, you can test your luck and win big bucks. Maybe. I don't really recommend it myself, but whatever. It's your wallet. It's 10 rupees for one try. If you still want to throw your money away on such a terrible pastime, I would really just save it if I were you. No, I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? With that, he's blown away for some reason. All it was 10 rupees. Level 1 is more than enough to take your money. But if you're feeling particularly self-destructive, we've even got level 2 now. Rue the day. Which level would you like to try? So, just for starters, I'm going to go for level 1 by paying 10 rupees. And pretty much all it is it's similar to the treasure chest game shop if you played Ocarina of Time. Sorry about that, I had a bit of an interruption there. If you win, then I'll double the amount of your bet. So pretty much with that, we're going to be given these 2 chests, and we got to choose one, seeing which one contains the rupee. So I'm going to go for the left. Congratulations, your prize is 20 rupees. And if you get the skull, then you don't win anything. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can wager your winnings and try again. Think about it. You already got a prize and everything. Don't push your luck. So here we're given a decision. We can either keep what we've got, which is basically 2 rupees, which is absolutely useless, or by we could basically just say no thanks to keep it. But if we choose let's do it, we will then try to get more money. But if we fail the next one, we'll lose all of our money. So basically it's gambling, which is pretty bad. So with that, because it's only 2 rupees, I'm going to say let's do it. Ah, I see. Well, when you're ready, just open another chest. Indeed I will. Alright, okay, cool. Although I'm not really going to push my luck here, as I really do not want to waste any more rupees. So I'm just going to say no thanks and take 40 rupees. Thank you very much. Because you know I won twice. Congratulations, here's your prize of 40 rupees. But I just want to warn you, the wheel of fortune is ever turning. You may think you've won easy money, but life's not always like that. Greed. What I'm saying here is stay away, kid. Gambling's no good. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. Level 2, however, I don't really need to show off. My voice cracked again. Because pretty much level 2 is basically 20 rupees times by 3, which is 60. And instead you have 3 chests to choose from. So it's basically the same thing, but a little bit more difficult. And that's why I wanted to fuse King Zelda's Spookter and all. Then, if you're low on money, you can do this if you want, but I wouldn't really recommend it personally. One other thing we can do though, while Begorrah is eating our shield, yes, he actually does take a bit of a while eating the shield, we can go over to this place called the post office and read some letters. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Welcome. I'm selling issues of a helpful adventures guide. It's called the Swordsman Newsletter. It's full of useful advice. Right now, you can buy the latest issue for only 200 rupees. It's a bargain. Yeah, sure. Well, I have 900, so I suppose it's a bargain now. But back then, I didn't have a bigger wallet, and you calling 200 rupees a bargain does not make any sense. So yeah, we'll buy an issue. Thanks for supporting local business. Remember, they come out as swift as a blade stroke, so check off them. So if we go back out the house and then back in again, we'll basically see the book here. But before I read them, I just want to buy a couple of them. Because, you can basically just go in and outside of the house. And they'll appear always. So that's all good. So I'm going to be a bit of a while trying to buy these books. Because, you don't really need to see this, do you? Okay, I've bought up to 5 books. Now, I'm not really going to read all of them as it's a bit unnecessary. But I'm just going to pick out a few of them for my highlights. This is the Swordsman's Newsletter number 1. Would you like to read it? Yeah, sure, we'll give it a go. Swordsman Newsletter number 1. Some walls go boom. It may look like a regular wall, but it may be something you can blow up. There's actually an easy way to tell, and I'm here to teach you. Build up the power in your sword and start stabbing the wall. If you pay attention, you'll find that some spots make a different sound. So, this is basically a manual that gives us these clues that will help us out in the adventure. I didn't really use them as well. I'm familiar with the Zelda universe and poking walls so you can find out where bombs are and boomerangs and how to defeat enemies in certain ways. So I didn't really need to read it. Teach us, teacher. Monsters got you? Don't give up. Start mashing buttons. You might be able to escape quickly. That's basically, if you get caught by guineas or lights, just keep mashing buttons and then you'll escape a bit quicker. Swiftblade's Gossip Column. The magical boomerang. Somewhere in Hyrule, you can find an incredibly handy boomerang. which is very handy. It's designed so you can change its direction after you throw it, or so I've been told, but it's just a rumour. Continue reading? Yeah, sure. Swiftblade signing off. That's it for our first issue. We plan to bring you helpful questing hints every week, rain or shine. Be sure to check with your local post office for future issues. See you in issue 2. Until next time, warriors. That was weird. Although from now on, I'm not really going to read all of them. I'm just going to pick out the ones that I didn't really go over, actually, which I found really interesting. I should have gone over it in my LP, actually. So basically, I'm just going to skip through a couple of the texts to see if I can basically find things that I didn't really forget to mention about, in my LP and all that. Monster took your shield, yeah, don't worry, they're on about likes there, so that's all good. The mirror shield, yeah, a beautiful glimmering shield capable of reflecting monsters' shocks. You can use it to turn their attacks back at them, or so they say, but it's just a rumour. That's going to be a thing that we're going to get later, actually. Swiftblade signing off, issue 2 is out the door. We've got our first reader letter. Let's answer it now. Hey Swiftblade, what's your best feature? That would be my eyebrows. I spend a lot of time grooming those suckers. Oh dear. See you in issue 3. Until next time, warriors. I reckon this would sell really well, actually, if it was happening in reality. Like, have a user manual or something, just like have Swiftblade being an author. That would be really cool. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see, got a bone to pick? Yeah, this is one that I learnt as well. You're sure to run into more than a few skeletons on your journey. That's why this week's newsletter is dedicated to all your bone breakers. A good solid whack to the head should do the trick. That's their weak spot. Try smacking them with a beam from your cane of packing. You should also try your gust jar. That head should just pop right off. They go all to pieces once they lose their head. So with the skeletons, you could use your gust jar to suck off their heads or boomerang to kill them in one hit, but I just continued slashing them. I don't know why. There's a couple of things I missed out on, I guess. Bob-ombs, yeah, he's basically just saying use your arrows or boomerangs to take them down in one hit, or use your gust jar to suck them up. So that's all good. Light arrows, they go through grass. They fell a monster with one strike. They're handy, they're dandy, they're a super duper ultra item. Or so it seems. But it's just a rumour. Great. Swiftblade signing off. We've got more read and mail this week. Hey Swiftblade, how many siblings do you have? There are 9 of us, not counting the ghost of Swiftblade the first. I'm the oldest, but again, that's if you don't count Swiftblade the first. See you in issue 4. Until next time, warriors. I seriously love the dialogue in Swiftblade. He's a cool character. Is there any here that I missed? Let me have a look. Seek out the strong. Have you ever seen a golden monster when you fuse kingstone pieces? Actually, I went over this in my figurine thing, so I don't really have to go over that. Basically, golden monsters and you can fuse kingstones to find them. That's all good. Teach us, teacher. Coping with a thorny situation? Those thorny little thorn monsters. Your sword doesn't hurt them at all. But if you bump them with your shield up, they'll totally flip. There are other ways though. Flip them with a bomb. Or your cane of packing. Or with a well-placed down thrust. How's that for options? Your head must be swimming at the possibilities. Never knew that. Swiftblade's gossip column. Remote bombs. That's basically the same thing. Remote bombs, they just blow stuff up at your will and all that. I went to Longdon Ranch the other day. I saw the ghost of Swiftblade the First defeat a cow with his bare hands. It was kind of sad, really. What the... Okay, that was really, really weird just there. I don't know what happened at all. Although that, I reckon we are going to go back to Begorrah because I think it's been long enough. So, I am going to cut ahead till we get to Begorrah. Okay, hopefully he's finished eating our shield by now. Nom nom nom, slurp. Oh, delicious. That was excellent. Thank goodness. That definitely took up the time. I remember spending ages like, are you going to finish eating my shield or what? Thank you so much. Now I finally know the legendary taste of a shield. And I will happily fulfill my promise. Let me just spit your shield back out again. However, it's not going to be our shield, because we are indeed going to get the mirror shield. This mighty shield shines like a mirror. Use it to reflect enemy attacks. Goro. It seems your shield has changed shape a little as I was chewing on it. I have no idea how a Goro is able to convert it to a mirror shield, but oh well, it helps. Oh, but it's fine. It is still a shield after all, just a slightly differently shaped one. I think, well, I have to go now. Goodbye, Goro. I know it was completely unnecessary to cut it here, but I just really wanted to show you what the mirror shield does. It's pretty overpowered if you ask me, and no wonder you get it after the game. Because if I deflect a rock, it deflects like this massive lightning beam. Well, blue beam shall I say, that's unavoidable to enemies. It just kills them in one hit. No wonder they made this the last item in the game, because that would have made the game so broken. I mean, if I thought the great spin attack was broken enough with trying to defeat enemies, the mirror shield would be really, really OP, as people say nowadays for some reason. With that though, one last thing I want to do is this. I may have collected all 130 figurines, but after you complete the game you then have access to 136, so we have 6 more left to go. And I might as well show you the technique that I did. Wait a minute, what? Oh yeah. I haven't got quite enough rupees because there are 30 mysterious shells in there, but you need like 200 rupees in each one. And there's actually a technique that I did that'll help you out if you're getting stuck on figurines and all that. You really don't have to worry too much about trying to find chests containing like 200 rupees and all that, as you can just do this. This is a trick that I've found which helps me out a lot. Outside of your house there will basically be this small patch. If you go out and back in again, you can basically dig it and get 20 rupees. And if you do it each time, you know, you can then reach up to 999 in no time at all. So basically, if I just keep digging around, and actually no, there's not really much to say about this. I guess with that, I'm going to cut ahead to when I got 999. Although honestly, if you can't find any like rupees hidden in chests, or you've done all the Kingstone fusions, do this. It helps you out a ton. Okay, I'll admit, I basically bought, you know, I got 999 rupees after digging away, and spent them all, you know, on 30 mysterious shells, and now I have over 500 mysterious shells. So that definitely helps out a lot. Without that, I guess I'll spend them and collect the very last figurines in the game to see what item we're gonna get. Because that's gonna be good. Although, you know, since that I've got like 500 mysterious shells, this means that I can just basically put them all to 100% and it will be all good. So how about we do that? Although basically, you know, the figurines are going to be what we found when we were fighting the final boss and all, which is going to be, you know, Vati transformed, no wait, sorry, Vati transfigured, Vati reborn, Vati's wrath, Zelda and Link, you know, Eslo, not in the Minish form. That's all going to be good. As you can see, we've got Zelda and Link. And of course, the next one after that, you know, it's basically just going to be the forms of Vati and all. But I guess I'm going to cut ahead till when I get the very last figurine. Okay, the last one may not be exactly, you know, 100% and all, because this is going to use up all my mysterious shells, but it's like 93%, so we definitely have a strong chance of getting it. Vati's wrath. No way! Congratulations! You've collected every single figure I've ever made. I'll keep a good eye on your collection on the shelf there, here. And here, I want you to have this. It's the Karlov medal to commemorate your copious collection. I hope you treasure it always. So that, with all the time and effort collecting all 136 figurines, me collecting 999 rupees and buying all 30 mysterious shells, and you're collecting basically up to 500 mysterious shells, we get the Karlov medal! And what does it do? It replaces our mysterious shells. Yep. No reward, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't change any events in the game, you basically just get a medal. What a brilliant reward! Although that is pretty much everything. As you can see, if I go over to my figurine collection, we have now collected all 136 figurines. I may have said all 130, but that wasn't really all of them. Because I wasn't too sure if I was going to collect 136, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to collect up to 500 mysterious shells and put them all at 100%. Because I mean, well, it's quite easy once you find out about the 20 rupee and 30 mysterious sales in the shop thing, so that's all good. But, with that is pretty much everything I have to do in Minish Cap. I hope you have enjoyed this LP and this bonus video of me showing off all the content, and I will see you in my next LP. But I'm going to give you a small clue actually, but it's only going to be one word and not really going to reveal a lot. Gaslight. See you guys then.